Okay, I'm going to basically show you how I did the fluid grid. Okay, so this we're going to take out. We're going to go to our galleries tab, fluid grid. So fluid grid number 1, we're going to put it to the top. Our height will be 800, or even, yeah, let's keep it to 800, right? Now, if I go to the properties panel, again, image fitting cover as always. Number 2, desktop columns. These are the columns that will appear on the desktop. Right now, they're set as 4 columns. If you set it to to 6, then it's going to separate to 6 columns. If you separate it to 1, it's going to be separated to 1 column. So 1 image per column. In our case, we just want to separate it to 2 columns. That's 1. Okay, which by the way, I do need to delete all these images and add better images. I would say images. Oh, there we go. 1, or I can select multiple ones at the same time. Doesn't matter. Okay, move them, pop up, none, none, save. So I have 2 images, right? Tablet. So on the tablet, I should be viewing only 1 column. If I go right now to the tablet, I'm just going to see 1 column. If I want tablet 2 columns also, then I go to tablet, I'm going to see the same thing, 2 columns. Okay, so mobile landscape and mostly portrait, it's always going to be 1 column. And image height, I can put the 800 here. Hover effects, we don't need hover effects, so we're just going to say none. You can have actually 2 hover effects at the same time on 1 image, so 2 effects per image. Okay, display title, no. Display description, no. Display text background, no. Hover transition speed, I don't need it. Title style, don't need it also, but it's the same exact thing as the slider. And you have the text background color and text row color. So here I can actually push this up on the design. We'll put it there. Just going to put this at the top. Okay, so I'm just going to duplicate this shape because I'm just going to have a better design. Of course, I cannot. It's just a way to make on the left more blue, even though the opacity is 70, and on the right more transparent blue. Okay, of course, if I do, I can still play around with the opacity. The thing is, I need to have an opacity like this. It still works. Okay, we can use it like this, but I always prefer having multiple layers. It doesn't affect anything in regards to SEO design, just a simple design method. Okay, so here what we're going to do, we're going to say designer. We'll center this. We'll duplicate this so we have the same paragraph style. We're going to call CMS. Okay, and this is also something extremely good to use when you're using Webydo basically, and you want to provide a CMS access to your client. So basically, if you want a designer to work with you, so they can choose designer. If you want a CMS as a client to work with you, the user can choose CMS. Of course, we'll be having a webinar on how to sell websites more properly. Okay, I know that a lot of you have been asking this, so we will be having one like that. Okay, hopefully very soon. In the meantime, what we want to do, we just want to concentrate on how to design. Okay, this is not very important. Just going to duplicate. Of course, I just press Command D or Control D. So because you have 2 different elements, you want it to be very precise. Generally, you drag and drop the text element. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to use the automatic layout tool and just group it. Put it on the side. Okay, it saves you a lot of time. There you go, and I can also use the automatic layout tool for 2 columns. There you go. We can move this. 3, 1, 2, 3. And there you go. So let me copy the menu here. Copy and go back to the other page and whoops, sorry. Paste. This is here. Let's go back to home. Copy this element. Go back to home 2. Paste. There you go. Okay, so don't be shy. Ask your questions. I'm gonna answer all of your questions towards the end of the webinar. You can still ask questions during the webinar, so please do. So this is for the fluid grid. Let's go back to the presentation. Gallery element, fluid grid. Drag and drop the fluid grid element. Double click on the element to add your images. Set columns for desktop, tablet, landscape, and portrait. Change the image height based on the element itself, and uncheck display title, description, and text background. That's exactly what I did. If you want the cheat sheet, please send us an email and we'll send it to you. It's